All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be tackling something that you guys wanted us to explain a little bit more, and that's President Trump's executive order on birthright citizenship.
Okay.
And I guess specifically, we're talking about his attempt to end birthright citizenship for children who are born in the U.S. to undocumented immigrants.
A huge topic.
Yeah, huge topic. So we've got some legal analysis here that lays out the situation. And it's pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah.
I got to ask right off the bat, just how easy is it to change something as fundamental as birthright citizenship?
Well, it's not as easy as like flipping a switch or anything like that.
Right.
This executive order is a direct challenge to the 14th Amendment.
Okay.
Which is like, the basis of American citizenship.
Yeah, right. The 14th Amendment. It's been around for a while. It's been around since 1868. And it says, I quote, "All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States." That subject to the jurisdiction thereof part always gets me.
Yeah.
What exactly does that mean?
That's a good point. It's been a really, hot topic of debate for a long time now. And I think that the best way to put it is that it means being under U.S. law.
Okay.
So like fully under the authority of U.S. law. Historically, this has excluded like Native American tribes or foreign diplomats, for instance. But in 1898, the Supreme Court heard this case called United States versus Wong Kim Ark.
Oh, wow.
And that case is incredibly important. That decision kind of solidified birthright citizenship for pretty much everyone born on U.S. soil. It doesn't matter what your parents' immigration status is.
Okay, so that was a landmark case, United States versus Wong Kim Ark.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing there have been other times in history where birthright citizenship has been questioned or challenged.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Especially when you think about the late 1800s, early 1900s, huge wave of immigration, a lot of anxiety around all that. You saw all these attempts to reinterpret the 14th Amendment, even some proposals to just get new amendments all together. It seems like it's something that happens again and again in American history.
Right.
Anxieties rise and people start questioning who belongs here.
So we've got this deeply rooted concept of birthright citizenship in America, yet here we are in 2025, and we've got this executive order that's trying to change it. I mean, legally speaking, doesn't that seem like a huge hurdle to clear?
It is. I think the main opinion legally is that if you want to actually change birthright citizenship, you got to get a constitutional amendment.
Wow.
And to do that, you need a supermajority vote in both houses of Congress, A and D.
Yeah.
It has to be ratified by 3/4 of the states.
Wow, that's a really high bar.
It's a high bar. An executive order just doesn't have that kind of power.
Okay, I can already hear the gears turning in our listeners' heads right now. You're saying, okay, well, hold on. What happens now?
Yeah.
What's next?
I think you can definitely expect to see a ton of legal challenges pop up. This is almost certainly going to end up in the Supreme Court. And I think a lot of legal experts think the executive order will be ruled unconstitutional.
Yeah, this situation, I think, kind of makes you realize how much weight the Constitution has.
It does.
It's not just a piece of paper. It's like the rule book for how our government operates.
Exactly. And I think that's what makes this situation so fascinating and important. It's this clash between presidential power and very well-established constitutional law.
This isn't just like a theoretical debate, though, is it?
No.
There are real families and real communities that could be affected by this executive order.
Sure.
It makes you think about the human side of this whole legal battle.
Absolutely. There are potentially millions of people whose lives and futures could be impacted, depending on how this all plays out.
Yeah. It's a tangled web for sure. So much to consider. What does this executive order tell us about the ongoing debate over immigration in the U.S.?
That's the question, isn't it?
It's a question worth pondering, guys. Keep those brains buzzing, and we'll catch you on our next deep dive.